Y'all, I did not know passport bros was still a thing. What? Hey y'all, Jack Squad, my YouTube family, what's going on? Listen, this topic I knew about this, but I didn't know to the extreme until recently, right? See, I ain't working, so I got plenty time now to be all on the TikToks, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, and the everything. I don't do Twitter, but I've been able to be on all the social medias, right? And there's a guy, I wish I knew his name, I can't remember. He's on TikTok. He is the sponsor and the creator of the trips for the passport, bro. One of them, at least. I don't know if there's a lot of them, but I know he's one, right? He goes live quite often. I don't know. He came down my timeline one day. I don't know how, right? And I know how it came down. So I was watching a guy came down my timeline who went to a country. I can't remember what country this was. And he was at the airport, and he said, this was a gay guy, and he said, look at all these black men. It was a whole bunch of black men huddled up at the airport. They were getting ready to go on a passport bro trip. A whole bunch of black men, which was so disheartening. So disheartening. Now, you're going to pack a bag, spend some money to go way to another country, a third world country possibly, or a lesser country than where you from, to sleep with a strange woman that you do not know. That don't make no kind of sense, right? Now, if you want to establish a relationship, keep going back over there and get your boo, and that's your boo every time you go, that make better sense than you just going over here, have a good time, do some drinks, and have some sex raw sex with strange women. All because you don't like black women. Just it. I don't like y'all. Y'all talk too much. Y'all do too much. Don't like you, right? Well, now the passport bros have been coming back with HIV, XXYZ, and all other kind of things, right? This guy is steadily promoting. I want to say they go once a month. I ain't quite sure. He's making a living off of it. I think he says he does other things too. Because I was intrigued. Once I watched that video of the guy saying he showed all the guys at the airport, some kind of way, I must have been on TikTok. This guy, I hit a button. I don't know what happened, but this guy, and he's come down my timeline the other day. He was live, right? And let me tell you his language. I don't know who hurt these dudes, but I don't know who hurt him. But you don't have a love for women, right? Period. So he says, they were having a discussion when I got in on the live of how many times do you take a woman out? See, these kind of men don't value women at all. How many times do you take a woman out before you get the cheeks? That was the word he used, cheeks. First of all, that sounds corny. So the passport bros is probably a bunch of corny dudes don't know how to talk to women to get what they want, right? That's number one. But then he said cheeks, and he kept saying it, and it irritated me. Usually when I see somebody ignorant, I don't say anything. Like the Kevin Samuels, I never said nothing. I just look at it for a minute and go about my business. But this disturbed me that you kept saying cheeks. So a lot of guys was like, one and done, and after the first time. What? So you don't want a relationship, you just want sex. So they go buy sex. They go to a whole other country instead of going to the red light district, wherever they at. They go to a whole other country. Why? Because she got good hair? I don't know what the reason is. It's stupid to me. And have sex with women raw, right? So he said cheeks. So I said, what are cheeks? Now, I knew what he was implying, but I just wanted to see what the comment was going to be. You know what he said? Now, he don't know me. He said, you know what cheeks is. You know what cheeks is with your old ass. Oh, I shouldn't cuss. Old self and blah, 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 blah. Right? I didn't respond to that. I didn't respond, but not to what he said. I just said, you sound corny, you sound stupid. Something else said like that, right? And I went on off of there. But it just amazes me the disdain that these guys have for black women. And it's like that universally, right? Just like the Tyler Perry, he was a woman in distress. Y'all don't believe that women be in distress and can have a fit? But anyway, back to the passport bros. These guys are now coming back with illnesses, right? And I just don't understand why you would go all the way over there to have sex with a stranger. Now, if you was on a business trip or something, but they planning, and the dude does it, and he's like, he's convincing them. I listened to his spiel. Can't remember all what he said, but he's making money of it. And I think he said he does other things to get money because he wants people to think that that's not how he getting his money. I just want to understand the reasoning behind I'm going to spend all this money and go to another country and I'm going to have sex raw with a stranger. What is it? Did you hate us that much, or black women that much, that you go to the other women over there? Why? Because they don't talk, you don't understand them. Like, I don't understand, y'all. And I thought the passport bro thing had kind of faded out, I thought it had, but evidently it's in full swing, right? It's in full swing. And the comments, what's even more disheartening is if listening to the comments, hold on, bro, wait for me, I'm gonna get my money together. Like, these guys sound like goofies, right? Everybody do what they want to do. I just think it's odd to go and have sex raw. You don't even do that here. Like, why would you go somewhere else to do that? You think you can't get it because you somewhere else? You think you can't get sick or get an illness or get an STD because you in another country? Is that how they thinking? I would just like to know. I would like to have a conversation with just one of them, not a group of them, not two of them, just one, as to what your reasoning is, because I would like to understand it. That's all. I would like to understand it and hear the person out. There's no right or wrong. People do what they want to do. I just don't understand it, right? You couldn't find nobody over here in the United States of the Americas. And what make you think them women really want you? They just want your little change you're going to give them. And what's the going price for sex over there when you get over there? What's the price? Is our girls over here cost more? Like, I need to know the specifics. Do the dude tell you that? Is it a secret meeting where he say, look at here, they only pay this one $50, give this one for, like, and for the guys to say, how many times I take you out? So you're taking me out for the sole purpose of sex. So you might as well be getting a prostitute because you're not trying to get to know me. And I've realized this in my dating, in my dating history, that a lot of guys they ain't trying to get to know you. Could care less who you is. And take you out a time or two and think they deserve something. You don't even know me, sir. You don't even know my last name. Do you know my first name? Right? So the passport bros is coming back here with HIV and XXYZ, y'all. And the countries was a DR, the Philippines, and it was another country. And the guy was like, and I've heard this on a couple other videos, like, if they go over there, be careful, right? If they say, I forget what that other country was. If y'all know what it is, drop down in the comments and tell me. But listen, to each his own. To each his own. I just think it odd that you just gonna do all that just for the sole purpose of sex. Now, if you got some other business going on over there, but for the sole purpose of sex, you can go to another state. You gotta go out the country, right? And dude that's talking, he looks like he's short. He may have little man syndrome, because that's deep-rooted somewhere. I think he said he's been married before. I think I heard him say that on the live. Because I was trying to get some intel on him to see where does that come from. Because I thought it was just a fad, a little trend for a minute, but it's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Now, these will be the very men. These will be the very men that when they get on down the road, they'll be in a nursing home by themselves. Why? Because they never connected with anyone, never wanted to, and then they're going to want a hospice wife when they get down 55, 60, 65 years old. They're going to want you to come and get him some water, help wipe his butt. I've told this story before. I ain't saying no names, but I know of a man, right? A man, husband and wife. And initially, I can't go into detail because they'll know just who I'm talking about, right? The people that know will know. But initially, he was fine. He walking upright, he was fine. Next thing you know, he was on a cane, I want to say. It happened rapidly. He was on a cane. And then he might have been on a special cane. And then he was on a walker. And then the next thing you know, he was in a wheelchair. Then you start seeing the woman he had been with. And then he decided to marry her after they had been together, I think 20 years, a long time, right? He decided to marry her once he got in that wheelchair. Now she got to carry him around everywhere she go, help him out the car and do all that, right? Curtis. We're not doing that, right? Listen, those are the guys who never connected with anyone, never thought enough of any woman to connect with her, and then at the end of the road, they by themselves sitting in a nursing home looking at a blank wall. You know, I've seen it. I used to be a nurse. I've seen it. And those were the men. Those were the men who never connected with anybody or treated their women or wives and their kids wrong. Don't nobody come see them. They sit in the room. They don't even have a TV. I used to go in the room and just open up the blinds. Let's just get some sun in here. Let the Lord come in or something, right? Nobody comes to see them, and you just sitting there. That's what happens to those guys. So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to speak on the passport bros because I thought they was a thing. I thought they was a fad and it went out of style. But they very much active, I see. See, you know, I ain't working now. So I got plenty of time to be on the social medias and see what's going on in the world, right? Whew, child. Anyway, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you a passport bro, don't dog me, nothing like that. I need to understand you. That's all. I just want to understand you. Don't get on here talking crazy, you know, because, you know, I ain't gonna say nothing back. I'm just gonna block you anyway. But because I don't go back and forth with trolls or people that say negative comments. I don't go back and forth with you because that's your thought and this is my thought. Get you a channel and talk about what you're talking about, and then, you know, that's how that go, right? But anyway, drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about the passport bros, ladies. If you're a passport bro, and do you think that's wise? That's all I want to know. And most importantly, don't forget to make it happen for yourself, okay?